When you hear the sound of the bell, you know you're in a championship round, so let's get to it. Women's boxing Wednesday and the championship rounds. I'm rolling it all into one today because I had to make it juicy for you, baby. Shout out to Rollo. Um, Also because we have man, fight week starts. It started actually on Tuesday, but like tonight we'll get to it. So Natasha Jonas and Michaela Mayer, that one is signed, sealed, and will be delivered on January 20th. Looking forward to that. Um, Arnold Barbosa, former top rank charge, if you will, prospect, contender, not quite. I don't know what it is about Barbosa. I mean, I watched a lot of the guys come through the top rank system, and he just, so let's see if his new promotional company, Golden Boy, can, refurbish, rehash. Again, it's like, music industry shit. Sometimes you go to a smaller major label, they can help you get off the ground. Maybe, Top Rank was like Def Jam, you know what I'm saying? It's the old fashioned traditional system and you can get lost. Your album may come out and may not do numbers because you got other guys going on. You got hot new acts and so on and so forth. So, that's always the greatest comparison for me, because it is entertainment. It is a nasty, nasty business. But some all other business, it almost seems like a swap, right? Oshaki Foster, maybe that fight perhaps was his last fight on Golden Boy, and now he's moving over to Top Rank. I like the system. Again, I won't go in on Bob Arum, but Top Rank, I can't be mad at the visibility. ESPN. I can't be mad at the accessibility, whether it's ESPN Plus or one of the network channels. I can't say nothing bad about ESPN. So I'm actually happy that Foster is signing to ESPN because it also leads me to believe that there's an opportunity to make the fight with Navarrete should Navarrete come out successful. We'll talk about that in a fight week preview. But also, when you talk about promotional outfits, who's doing business with anybody else, it's Top Rank. They're doing business with Queensberry. They're doing business with this one and that one. So yeah, I think that's a great signing, a great opportunity for Foster. But I will say Top Rank is likely to be ready to match him in tough right away. I don't think he's going to get a feel out. Maybe he does if he's lucky, but they may move him right along to Neverete. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's keep it on the promotional companies and talk about what's coming out of that. And when I say promotional companies, I could be misspeaking, but that's for all you fucking nerds out there that want to tell me the contracts and the promoters and all that shit. Like, yeah, I'm a smart guy, but I don't give a fuck about being that smart. So you clarify that for me on your own time. But this gentleman by the name of Turki Alalshikh, he is apparently the brains and the money behind Riyadh season that's going on in Saudi Arabia. Um, and I put this out there because I'm just asking for a friend. Is he the new Al Heyman? And when I say that, again, all you fucking nerds, I don't want you to jump off a fucking ledge and say, "See, I told you Al Heyman was the guy." I'm not saying that as far as negative or positive. I'm just saying a guy that is coming into the game with the ability to make the fights that we didn't think were possible, because that's what at least in my observation through the years, that was Al Heyman's alleged reputation. And we did get some great fights, on that side of the street, as it were, albeit being a fucking side of the street instead of everybody on the main drag, or everybody should be on the strip, right? Oh no, y'all some side block ass nigga. Don't even let me go there. But I say all that to say I like what they're doing, because what is it that they're doing? Well, let's roll right into it. They got this card. It's predominantly heavyweight, because they were trying to get, this is the same outfit, if I recall, that was trying to get initially Fury versus Usyk and then Wilder and Joshua on that one. But now what we have is Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin. Very solid fight. You heard me talk about that on the Boxing Voice. Go ahead and check that out. Um, And of course, Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker being a little homie to Joshua Fury, there's always a level of familiarity with that. I'm sure Wilder would get satisfaction about splitting one of his nemesis little homie's head wide open on the canvas, because I think that's what's gonna happen. Um, Joshua, I'm not so certain, and I don't say that to doubt Joshua. I'm just saying, Wallin ain't no tomato can. And Joshua's going to have to be a different Joshua than what we saw about Hellenius, because even if we're not talking about the power being a factor in the fight, Wallin is a slick-ish southpaw, can get ahead on a few rounds. And, you don't want to put yourself in that position to where you need the knockout and then make yourself even more vulnerable. So that is a tricky fight for AJ coming up. Yeah, but should both those guys, and by both those guys I mean Wilder and AJ, come out successful, then we can only imagine, right? Turki Alalshikh Riyadh season, that whole outfit. I think they're gonna put the bag together for that fight as well. So um some of what I saw as far as the temperament, a little bit from the presser. Big Baby seems to be back on his bullshit. That's cool. Needing to talk his way into a fight for sure. Daniel Dubois, this might be a last ditch effort, because Big Baby Miller and Daniel Dubois is also on this card. All right. Um, yeah, lots of good stuff, man. Lots of good stuff, man. So I'm just wondering how much will this Riyadh season and my man Turkey infuse into the game. I hope that it'll be a much needed breath of fresh air. Because we're gonna be waiting to see what happens the top of the year, with PBC and things of that nature. So it's pretty much it, man. I don't want to talk about Boots. I don't want to talk about Terrence Crawford, because to me that just seems like gossip, not my thing. But my thing is what's happening boxing tonight. Yeah, Steve Claggett, Steve Butler, and a couple of the my Canuck buddies from up north. Hey, they fought on Tuesday. Now on a Thursday night. So let's just get into it. Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin de los Santos, Dominican fighter, most famous upset over Chris Colbert. No, I'm sorry, he didn't upset. I'm thinking Hector Androide Garcia. These Dominicans, the Dominicans in boxing now. No, this guy upset Rayo Valenzuela. And then we know, the issues with Rayo and Colbert, degrees of separation, 130. All right. That's, the scene of the crime. But this fight, right? 135. Shakur Stevenson, Edwin de los Santos for a vacant WBC title. I think there's been some issues about Shakur getting an opponent. I don't want to get into. I mean, yeah, I guess I could say, if it were me, if the money was right and I'd have shit else going on, yeah, take the fight with Haney if you believe in yourself, bet on yourself. But yo, man, boxing is funny, man. I don't know what the fuck these guys be doing or who they got advising them. Far be it from me. None of these motherfuckers busting no checks up with me, so I don't give a goddamn what they do. As long as I see them get in the ring and, they come home, safe to their families and whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get into the whole percentages. Y'all motherfuckers talk percentages about motherfuckers ain't breaking you off with nothing. Fuck is you stupid? One thing I'm not stupid about, people are looking for an upset in this fight. Some people are saying Shakur is maybe too anxious. He got something to prove. I don't know about none of that. I don't know. I think it's a pretty every fight, believe it or not, for Shakur can potentially be an evenly matched fight when it comes to like size and strength. It's his IQ and just his ability that puts him above. He's not, like he never comes as significantly bigger than his opponents. Although, yeah, we know he had problems making, 126 and 130. Like he's not like the biggest guy in the world. He's definitely fast and quick at the same time, sometimes more quick than fast. Elusive, all of those superlatives. Um, and just a great all-around boxer. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's a guy that relies on athleticism. I think Shakur is just a true and true a fucking boxer. So yeah, and Dos Santos, may be a little bit more athletic than be on the level when it comes to Shakur's boxing. So expect Shakur to find the holes in Dos Santos' game and expose him and just make him look a little silly. Dos Santos may be trying to, look for power shots and set shit up, and Shakur may just be a split second out of touch, pop him counter, and then, he may do that. Yeah. So that may be it. But hey, listen, I'm looking for an entertaining fight nonetheless, because on the undercard, I mentioned him before, and I mentioned him as a potential opponent for O'Shaquie Foster, Emmanuel Navarrete. Yeah, why not? He's in there against Robinson Conceição, who is a former opponent of Shakur Stevenson. So yeah, Top Rank, recycling things a bit, reheating things a bit, but I think these are all quality opponents and quality bouts if you can't get who you want or who you need now. Navarrete, the last 2 times I picked against this kid, now that he got off the canvas, I thought I had him, but he got off the canvas for a win. And then with Valdez, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I probably was thinking or hoping perhaps that they was going to let Valdez take his PEDT, but that didn't happen. So yeah, I'm just expecting Navarrete. Now, and the funny thing is, it could go the other way, because Navarrete he's talked about stepping up and fighting Shakur. If Navarrete just somehow steps in there and just beats the shit out of Conceição, people are going to be calling for Navarrete and Shakur. I don't give a fuck with nobody, and I might be one of those people too. All right. So yeah, that'll be cool. And then on Saturday, you got some good action. You got Diego Pacheco. That is a fighter out of Team Benavidez. I think he's from out in Arizona. Hell of a 168 fighter at super middleweight division. He's definitely past prospect. He should be contending. He's going to be in a pretty good bout against, what's this guy, Marcelo Coceres, a veteran, 32-5, pretty tough guy. I mean, and in some ways, Diego has already ticked the boxes, already headline across the pond. So you're just really waiting for the super middleweight division to get sorted out. It's so much talk about Canelo, and then we have Benavidez and Andrade, but I think in some ways Pacheco, he just got to be very, very patient. I mean, extra patient, because then after Benavidez and Andrade, you still got the Canelo bullshit, and then does he ever squeeze his way into that picture? So have to wait and see if that does happen, all right? So now we're going to swing it in the direction of women's boxing, because there's women's boxing on this particular card. I mean, the Pacheco Coceres card. You have Mayerlin Rivas versus, she's been pretty familiar to you guys if you don't know her by now. This is Erika Cruz Hernandez. Yeah, pit bulls aren't, whether it's real or not, she's a fucking pit bull. And this is a great opportunity for her. And I can't remember if this bout is at featherweight or not, but it's a title bout. The WBA champion is actually Rivas. She coming in about 4 defenses, although her last bout was a technical draw, headbutt or some shit like that, a little bit of confusion. But we know Cruz, yeah, after that war with Serrano, she jumped in there with a win over the durable veteran Melissa Odessa Parker, and now she's in there for trying to usurp the defending champion. So this is going to be one you want to tune into. Again, this is on the Diego Pacheco Marcelo Corceres card. That's on DAZN, and that's on Saturday. All right. Also on Saturday, in the main event, you got Denzel Bentley, great fighter. Probably most notable to those of you, not you stateside. You might have last seen him in that top rank card against Janabek Alamkanali, the fake boogeyman, as I call him. But he's bouncing back, and he's in there against Nathan Haney. Good bout. But again, women's boxing, you got to know what's going on. And what I know is going on that card, Hannah Rankin, she's in there against Ema Kozin. They're fighting for a vacant super welterweight division title. Now, here's what I know. Hannah Rankin, 13-6. She's a tough girl. Yeah. But Ema Kozin, is no tomato can. And I think she's going to be rough, rugged, and raw and ready to go. And I'm kind of feeling like Kozin's going to pull off the upset. Nothing against Rankin, but I feel like Ema Kozin's going to pull off the upset. Hold me to it if you want to. I'm down for that. And also on Saturday, you got some other action, albeit not women's boxing. Some stuff you don't want to miss. You got Richard Reactor. He's in the 8-round cruiserweight division bout. You also have Adam Azim in a 12-round super featherweight European title bout. Should be pretty good, right? So, yeah, man, I had to sprinkle, kind of congeal everything together. Take of it what you want and leave the rest. Trust me, it's enough for everybody to go around. I just threw the testers and let y'all scramble and pick up what you need for sure. What I need you to do for sure is drop a like, drop a comment. You may or you might not, but I know you go ahead and pilfer the few minutes or seconds that you can take it in and go run with it and spread forth the knowledge to your friends and let them know this is where it's moving, ladies and gentlemen. The championship rounds. It's just so much knowledge I'm giving you guys. And I know it sounds, a little self-promotion, but no, legitimately, I'm giving you guys so much knowledge because I know what I'm prepared to bring you guys. And when I brought you today, it'll hold you over until when? Hey, go find me on IG because now I got to go over there and do my post for tonight's action where I'll go in depth a little bit more about that top rank card because that in of itself is pretty. I mean, this could have been on the weekend, but you got something with F1 going on in Vegas. Maybe you should have had the shit in Newark on the weekend, right? I don't know, but what I do know is women's boxing is boxing, and we love boxing. That's what we're here for. But the championship rounds is where it's at. Be sure to check me out on over there somewhere. Instagram, Twitter. Y'all know what it is. Peace.